Hello everyone. In the previous lesson we were talking about the meaning of the solubility and what are the factors that affect the solubility of solids and gases. Now in this lesson we want to talk more about the factors that make the solubility, or how to make the solid dissolve faster in liquid. What are these factors? Before we start talking about these factors that make the solids dissolve faster in a liquid or in a solvent, let's talk about how the solid dissolve in a liquid. Actually, when the solid dissolve in the liquid, the particles of the solid separate and spread out among the particles of the liquid until the solid is evenly distributed throughout the liquid. Which means, if you have, for example, a salt and you want to dissolve this salt in water, the particles of the salt start to spread through the water particles. At the end, you will not be able to see the particles of salt. So at the end, you can't see any solid particles in the final solution. Now the factors that make the solid dissolve faster in a liquid. We will talk about three things. What are these three things? The first one is the temperature. We have mentioned before, as you increase the temperature, you can dissolve more amount of the solute. But now also the temperature, what make the solubility or make the solids to dissolve faster. The second one, an increase in a surface area. This is the second thing that make the solids dissolve faster. The third one, an increase in a motion. So when you increase the motion of the solvent here, you will make the particles of solid to dissolve faster. Let's talk first about the temperature. The first one here, the temperature. When you increase the temperature, what's gonna happen to the particles? The particles will start to move faster. So the particles of the solute, they have the ability now to spread faster through the liquid particles. So heating a mixture can help a solid dissolve very quickly in a liquid. So this is the first one, which is the temperature. The second one, we said increase in a surface area. How to increase the surface area? You have to make the particles faster. I'll give you two examples. If you have a cube of sugar, or you have sugar cubes, and you have powder sugar, which one do you think will dissolve faster? The powder sugar will dissolve faster in a liquid, or the sugar cubes can dissolve faster? For sure, the powder sugar. Why? Because the particles are smaller, so it's easy for them to spread through the liquid particle. It's easier than the cube sugar. The cube sugar, it will take a longer time to be dissolved in a liquid. So crushing increases the surface area of a solute that is exposed to the liquid solvent. Crushing helps solids dissolve faster. So this is the second one. The third one, if you want to put a sugar in a cup of tea, you put a spoon of sugar, then you start to stir it. When you stir the solvent here, or the liquid of tea here, what are you doing? You make the particles move faster. So when they move faster, the solid particles, they have the ability to spread faster through the water particles or the liquid particles, so they will dissolve faster. Solids are also dissolve faster when you stir it or shake a mixture. So these are the three factors that make the solid to dissolve faster. To make sure you understand the factors and the solubility, listen to this video and please try to take notes.
Solubility is the Recall that solubility is the ability of one substance to dissolve in another at a given temperature and pressure. Other factors affecting solubility are the surface area of the solute and the movement of the solvent. Click the images to learn more about how each of these physical properties relates to solubility. The air pressure above a solution affects the solubility of gaseous solutes. Recall the example of carbonated water. Carbonated beverages are bottled under pressure so as to increase the solubility of carbon dioxide. Later, when the bottle is opened, the pressure above the solution decreases and some of the carbon dioxide bubbles off and escapes. Notice that the person is stirring sugar in a cup of hot tea. Stirring is another way to increase solubility. In general, stirring brings more of the solute into contact with the solvent. This increases the solubility of the solute in the solvent. Increasing the surface area of the solute is another way to increase contact between solute and solvent. So, cutting or crushing a solute increases the solute solubility. This is why drink mix is in a powdered form rather than in the form of a large solid cube.
Okay, so now after you finish from these factors, I want you to solve a question on page 273. You have a question 14, it's a homework. Also another homework on page 275, the lesson review questions. You can solve them and send me the answers to my email. Thank you for listening.